All's well, folks. I have cookies. Cookies to enjoy this wonderful broadcast. 2 more minutes. 58! 2 more minutes! We wait, and 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 we wait. It appears I have been possessed by such excitement. You know what I'm saying? Every time a Nintendo Direct is about to start, it's 50-50 cardiac arrest. Sometimes the video connection would throw up and suddenly it has to reload. It won't roll fast enough. It's like giving birth. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that, but anyway, 50-50. Just like the note said, AVGN. He wrote on his blog for the AVGN movie. But anyway! We wait. Let's play your waiting game. Okay, audience. I am thinking of a number between 1 and 10. I will now guess your number. Is your number 5? Well, whoever got it right, leave your opinion. Get in! Now, let's go. Here it is! Here it is! Here it is! It's here! It's here!
What's here?
The Direct!
Wow. Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Your body was not prepared enough for what you're about to witness!
Hello, everyone. I'm the director of Super Smash Bros., Masahiro Sakurai.
You're gonna kill him!
Yes, so am I. I'm here at the Namco Bandai Studios in their Mirai Kenkyujo building, where we're developing Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and Nintendo 3DS. This is where I come to work every day. And from here, I'd like to share some information about our new Smash Brothers games. Please keep in mind, though, that the games are still under development, so anything in the game footage you're about to see could change. First off, let me share some important information when we plan to release the games. The Nintendo 3DS version will be released this summer, with the Wii U version targeted for release this upcoming winter. Yes, the 3DS version is coming out first. These titles are packed with content, so we need time to do them justice. Thank you all for your patience.
That's really gonna take long.
3 years. They're working on it. Yes, sir.
This may be a bit too technical for some, but please, let me just get this out. The Nintendo 3DS version is going to essentially run at 60 frames per second, and it will all be in stereoscopic 3D. I imagine many of you understand that for a game the scale of Smash Bros., this is quite a feat. You may be
there's gonna be. Oh my god. They're foreshadowing the events.
Some of the assist trophies and Pokemon will move at 30 frames per second, but the fighters will all move smoothly, so gameplay shouldn't be affected.
I'll never play the 3DS version.
I will.
As we've said before, the 3DS version and the Wii U version will have the same roster, so all the characters on the website will appear on both systems.
Villager? Really?
That said, the stages you play on will be very different between versions. Most of the stages we've introduced so far will be playable on one console or the other, so please be aware of that. As for stages that appear on both the 3DS and Wii U, such as the series staple Battlefield, the designs will differ depending on the system. Additionally, in the 3DS version, Each stage will have 2 songs tied to it. You may remember there were some stages like this in Super Smash Bros. Melee. For the Wii U version, you can go into My Music to find a treasure trove of songs from past Smash Bros. Games. We have this feature in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And of course, there are going to be elements that link the 3DS and Wii U versions, but I'll tell you about those at a later date. Now let's take a look at some stages.
We'll do after this go rest.
What is he, like the replacement of Ness?
No, not replacement.
Well, Ness is not in the game.
Yes, we're playing it.
They're still gonna play more. They're not even talking. I hated that stage.
Walking.
Space. When Peach cheated with Mario.
Mario up to this.
It was like a Super Nintendo game or something. It was.
These stages look familiar. They've appeared in previous titles, and now we're bringing them back. Obviously, each system will have different past stages.
You love the cake mojo.
This is a Mega Man stage called Wily Castle. Let me tell you about the Yellow Devil found here. In the background, you can see all of Dr. Wily's castle from Mega Man 2. And then something comes flying out. It's the Yellow Devil. As its body assembles, it obstructs the fighters. The Yellow Devil attacks the fighters, but they can also counterattack. But basically, the only vulnerable spot is its eye.
Of course. Wow, that was very hard to figure out.
There's a big explosion. This explosion will become an attack for the player who gets the last hit on the eye, so try to snare as many enemies as you can. In multiplayer, it becomes a competition to see who can take down the Yellow Devil. Do you go directly for damage? Do you try to steal the final strike? Or do you perhaps target the fighters who have targeted the Yellow Devil? There are plenty of possible strategies.
Toon Link is here too?
Yeah.
Boss characters make appearances in other stages, not just this one.
Fuck you, Ridley fans!
Who?
Fuck all of you!
Who? Really for Smash. No idea. No idea.
Yes!
No shit.
Now let's look at how online play will work.
Same music.
The Wii U version will have online multiplayer as Brawl did. You'll have the option to play only with friends or with anyone online. But the 3DS version isn't going to be overshadowed. It's going to have online multiplayer as well. Of course, if your connection isn't smooth, you won't be able to play comfortably. So I hope you'll find a way to connect at a fast access point to get ready for online. For optimal results in the Wii U version, I recommend using a wired connection. It's naturally more stable than wireless. In Super Smash Bros. Brawl, when you played online anonymously, players could freely choose stages, and we tried to make it so they could customize their matches however they wanted. Unfortunately, it's fair to say this resulted in a number of problems. Of course, at the time there were limits to what we could do online, and now we can do a lot more. For our upcoming games, we're giving the player even more choices. When you're not playing with friends, you'll be able to enter one of two modes. Modes we're calling For Fun and For Glory. When you play in For Fun mode, your stage will be picked randomly from all stages except Final Destination, and all items will have a chance of appearing. The only data that will be recorded will be the number of your victories. In For Glory mode, the only stage available will be Final Destination. There are no platforms or elevated areas on this stage. It's perfectly flat. There will also be no items. The results of your matches, including your defeats, will all be recorded while you're in For Glory mode. For Fun, For Glory. I hope you enjoyed both modes. Oh, and of course, when you play with your friends, you can set the rules to whatever you feel like. You can play stop battles or matches with no time limit on whatever stages you want. The type of player who will frequent the For Glory lobby probably spent a lot of time on Final Destination in previous titles. But since there are tons of stages and musical pieces in the game, I'd like that player to get a chance to experience all that Super Smash Bros. Has to offer. So please, take a look at this. Almost all the stages now have a Final Destination forms. Now the For Glory lobby has plenty of variety as well.
No more of that.
Anonymous online matches are no more.
Exactly.
Instead, names linked to players' Nintendo Network IDs will appear. There will be a code of conduct in place, just like in Miiverse, to keep things pleasant. Furthermore, we're currently talking about measures to cut down on players starting a match and then not playing, players who relentlessly target a single opponent, players who repeatedly self-destruct, players intentionally dropping out too much or dropping out for technical reasons, and other abuses of the system. These measures may include banning such players from online play for a time, and the more they abuse their fellow players, the longer their bans will be. Please be aware, there will be penalties for baselessly reporting players as well. I hope we can all work toward creating an online environment where everyone can enjoy themselves. There's one more area where players will be able to enjoy themselves online: scoring competitions. However, a simple ranking system that shows where you rank among hundreds of thousands of other players would be too broad and not much fun. So we're not going to do rankings or anything from online battle. What we can do is grab scores for clearing solo modes and things like that. That's why we've created and implemented something called Global Smash Power.
Oh, and I forgot
This is an entirely new type of ranking system.
Imagine if he says that.
The bigger the stat is, the stronger the player is. It indicates how your scores stack up against other players. So you'll be able to use your Global Smash Power to say, my score is better than 300,000 people worldwide.
Score of what?
Doesn't matter whatever score you have. How high are you scored than other people?
You should also know that though there won't be rankings in online multiplayer, there will be some sort of matchmaking going on based on skill levels.